had a portfolio worth millions of dollars.
Mm.
You got access to cash. You got access to liquidity. You're kind of there.
Yeah.
Really, all that's missing is that the asset of the unit on the Gold Coast, say, you said, I think you said that before, as it come down to in that season, you go, cool, we're on the beach and beautiful. Okay, back to Weipa, back to Gold Coast, back to Weipa.
Yeah.
You're kind of already there, guys.
Yeah.
You really set that up in the last 4 or 5 years since we started to have the portfolio. We've got maybe, cool, we're ahead on this. We don't have debt on that. We've got all this capital. We've got all this equity. And worst case scenario, you start selling the assets.
Yeah.
Money isn't the root of all evil. The fucking lack of it is.
Not money, the lack of understanding money.
When I put that into emphasis, when I realised that psychological effect and how it hit our family, I FTB all the fucking way.
You are now watching the Money Mentor podcast
With Graham Home.
Graham Home.
You're fucking gone. See ya.
Welcome back to the Money Mentor, another episode of Changing Lives Financially. Today we have some very, very special guests. They're a little bit nervous. Are you a little bit nervous? You look comfortable. You nervous?
Comfortably nervous.
Give it a shot.
Ben and Fifi. I want to say, Fifi.
Go.
Ben and Fifi, how are you guys?
Very well.
Wonderful.
You good?
Started
Yeah,
with
wonderful.
Yeah, don't be nervous. It's my first time.
Yep.
So, what we might start with, give us a little bit of background, please, for people tuning in. Never met you, don't know who you are. Why should I listen to this? Do I relate to this or not? Can it help me? Who are you guys? Where are you from? What's the background?
We are Ben and Fifi, and we're a bit of a blended house mix. He's a lucky man to get a sugar mummy. And
He's a lucky boy.
yeah, very lucky man. Been together 10 years. So we had our own, history, background, whatever. And yeah, got together, and he's the instigator of all of this.
Right.
He's the one that doesn't sleep, that just is constantly looking for something to.
Are you a
suck better.
skeptic or you're like, oh, yes, dear?
Oh, no, I'm
skeptic.
nervous Nelly.
Right.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's a generational thing.
Yep.
My side with my family were very, very conservative.
Up,
So,
down through the field.
yeah, and so, something like this is...
You look very relaxed for a bit.
Stop it. I actually got teary eyes, so don't poke the barrel. Hi. Yeah. So, yeah, I think there's probably a lot of people out there who are in a similar situation.
Yep.
Whether it's
Okay.
that, come together. You've got a bit of goods, got a bit of collateral.
Yep.
Just didn't know how to make it better. Ben's got the perfect analogy for...
Yeah, I think, like for me, a lot of my work's been seasonal, and come wet season, I find I'm confined to the house, and that's when, the brain starts ticking, like, how can I be more productive than sitting at home? And I think that's where I found you on a social somewhere, and it was a December stinking hot weekend, and our living room air con had broken, so we're sitting in bed, literally, watching you all weekend. In the
I remember that, but you could have put pants on.
Did have to keep checking the screen to make sure we weren't tilted down too far. But no, my analogy's always been we've had all the right ingredients to make a cake. We just don't know how to do it. And
Right. So we've got the ingredients. You guys had properties before.
we had stuff. We had cash, properties, a good blended mix of good and bad, and really didn't know what to do and where to go with it.
Okay. So explain where you were before you started with Infinity, and then when did you start with us? So you had a property each, you had some...
I was living in Townsville. I had a lovely property there. 2 kids had grown up and gone, and I was a divorcee, and I thought, I am woman, hear me roar, how hard is it to buy a house? So I bought an investment property.
Yep.
Many, many years ago. Absolutely no insight into what I was doing. I just thought I need a 4-bedroom house and this will be great.
Yep.
Did that. I did absolutely no research on it. I
Just locally, just went cool.
Yeah, yep.
Looked on,
Affectionately now known as the dirty dog baller. And I've sold it now. And it was, I don't know, I just thought, property is the way forward.
Yep.
That's what you got to do.
So you had to do something to keep going.
I just thought I had a lot of cash sitting there and I needed to do something more productive with it. So I thought, I'll get my 30-year loan from the Conbank and go from there. And look, I don't know that it's made me any major windfalls, but it certainly opened my eyes to, what you do and what you don't do
Yeah.
potentially. So, yeah, I just went in blind.
Okay.
And, yeah, subsequently sold both of those properties now.
Since
Okay.
Since
So the
June.
jobs are gone.
Yep. I've still got one on a short leash. Again, bought it pre-Infinity, but in a mining town, it's got quite a decent rental return.
Yep.
So for the time being, we've hung on to it.
Okay.
And yeah, we've got my PPR, which
PPR.
our PPR now. Yeah, which we've been in for 10 years. And it's an old house, and I've just been steady doing it up. And I don't know, since Infinity, things have gone ahead and leaps and bounds.
So what year did you come to us?
2020 December.
20. You're veterans.
Just about.
Mm.
Jeez. Okay. 2020. So 5 years, 4.5, 5 years. And so we had a couple of properties which we've now sold, sort of circulated, kept a couple, got rid of a couple.
Yep.
And what are we doing today?
We had a bit of a curveball beginning of the year. I got a redundancy, and that has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works in a sense of what are we doing where to. And Chantal's been good with suggestions of maybe I should open dog walking businesses or car cleaning businesses. Or,
Really?
oh yeah, no, she throws all sorts of funny little career things,
Miss those ones.
tongue in cheek in my way.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Yeah, but I was
Oh, she's just telling you to do something.
just doing something.
No, that's not my job.
But yeah, essentially, I was due long service leave this year, and I think the company's solution to that was give us a redundancy because we were having all sorts of staffing issues anyway.
Right.
So there's plenty of work there, but to jump into a new job straight away, suddenly where's that time go? And for us,
13 weeks of
we're kind of at that stage of life where we sort of value the time, but not wanting to compromise like the plan moving ahead too. But
Yeah.
I think for us, we know we're in a bloody good situation, and just, I guess, need a bit more of a hand. Excuse me. Just knowing where that end point is, like where do we sort of land this ship we're on, sort of
So
thing.
what are we on the home today?
We've paid out the home loan quite early in the piece.
Yep. So nothing on the home.
No, but refinanced
Yep.
and used those funds for investment
Yep.
purchase.
So only good debt. Only
good debt.
against the home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't, I'm going to say we weren't silly with money. We weren't big spenders or anything,
No.
but, and I think that's one of the early light bulb moments for me was just trying to understand how quickly we could gather things in to get rid of that home loan debt.
Yeah.
Like that shit, when we finally got our shit together, that happened fast.
Okay.
That was cool to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with amazingly little effort.
Yeah.
Like it's suddenly, guys, you need to do this, that, and that. Open that bank account, shut that one, do this. And suddenly,
Bingo.
it's not until you stop paying that monthly interest payment that you've been paying for as long as you can ever remember that suddenly like, holy shit, we don't have to pay that anymore.
You got more cash flow.
Yeah.
Got more cash flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was,
I think, getting back to your question initially too, like, how we're going to relate to other people who are watching this, there's other people out there who get made redundant every day of the week. And I think the biggest thing for me is that it wasn't scary.
So if you were made redundant 5-6 years ago, would it have been stressful?
oh, I think very, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know, how it affects you till it actually happens, I suppose.
Yeah. Especially when you're like just off long service leave.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So how many properties have we got today as it stands today?
6.
6.
Yeah. And is that plus
I
one?
can never remember.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We've had 3 built,
So 6 Infinity investments.
3 built plus completion through Infinity. We've got PPR
Yep.
and another investment property which we had prior, which we've still got.
Yep.
And we've got another one in our super
Yep.
and deposits on another 2.
Killing it.
So whatever that adds up to.
What were you doing financially before we met then? Because now you're like, oh, I got a redundancy, whatever, cool, 6, 7 properties, doing really well, not worried about the redundancy. Like, There was obviously a difference when was it, 2020 we started?
2020.
So there's clearly a difference pre-2020 to now that you're obviously still here. You're coming back, Tom. Maybe it's just a Christmas party. I don't know, but you keep coming back.
I think initially we were just, I don't know, like, I guess we had your stuff and my stuff a lot more than what we do now. And there was always a bit of that.
So it's a bit separate?
It was.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of, I don't know, it just wasn't we just didn't know what.
Bodily fluids, just no banking.
Yeah, there was some banking. Just on Friday nights.
Jesus. What on Friday nights?
It's okay, sugar mama.
But yeah, I guess we needed somebody to help us, and that's what it was.
Well, I guess, like everyone, you're just there treading water and
We think you're doing well, right? Like you're doing what you're doing, you're doing the right
doing
thing.
what
This.
what we were doing. I was doing what I thought I knew,
And I
didn't know.
I guess I always knew of the 30-year trap, and knew that there were people that were sort of somehow sidestepping that, and I just wanted to know how.
You wanted to be in on it.
What are you doing now so differently to what you were doing 5-6 years ago?
Everything you've told us to do.
Which is not a lot, really. Like
I'll go fuck myself, Sean.
You expect there to be some quantum great big bloody leap to make it work,
It's quite simple.
but there's not. Like
Yeah.
it's just blending in and just this is
I mean, it's complex shit, but it's like we do a really good job of simplifying.
well, we do all that
Just-
complex.
Yeah, but
It's way out of my head.
Yeah,
and
systematic. And there's plenty of times when I do get a little bit overwhelmed with what links to what and how.
oh,
And just trying to trace back where we've been through time. I
Yeah.
don't have a good memory when it comes to time frames.
Yeah.
And I know there's been a lot of little steps to get to where we are.
To get this big.
just can't remember them all
7, 8 million.
now.
Yeah.
For me,
What?
I just feel like my brain's a bowl of spaghetti when it comes to this. Just the blah, 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 blah.
I love that's my favourite. Spaghetti's the best. I love.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, as long as let the baker bake, as long as the cake tastes great or the pasta, as long as the recipe gets you to the outcome, you don't have to. And that's the key. You don't have to understand every little moving part of the recipe, as long as the final product is what you need.
You know, the cliche, trust the process, that me being the nervous Nelly, like I know what I do in my profession and I trust that you know what you do in yours.
There's a shitload of trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1-on-1 has to equal 2. And if not, we've got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to go back because you didn't really, I mean, you're like, oh, we just trusted you and we're just doing it. Clearly, what you were doing previously was just kind of, I'm going to use the word normal, like working really hard, doing what everyone around you is doing. Is it a case of we don't know what we don't know? Like we think we know, but we don't quite?
Yeah, and is it that I had the Commonwealth Bank account where I put 20 cents in a week from school?
Dolomites the dead.
Don't even suggest it was a bloody shilling or a pence. Anyway, I think you just grow up with that and you just believe in that process that it's, the Commonwealth Bank is my go-to.
Yeah.
And I guess school, you don't get to, who wants to learn about this when you're at school? You don't want to learn about banking.
He was playing the violin and the triangle thing and
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I don't think there's enough. Well, that's another one of Ben's big things is school doesn't teach you school stuff, like life learning lessons.
It's the memorization of answers in a textbook. If you memorize a textbook, you're a winner at school.
Yeah,
It's funny, but right at school, it's like we get taught you're not allowed to collaborate, you're not allowed to help each other. That's called cheating, right?
Correct.
And you've got to do it all on your own. And then when you finish school, the first thing we do in a workplace is collaborate, cheat, and work together to solve a problem.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Like we're setting them up for failure.
Yep.
And then we wonder why people don't get along with their work colleagues. We're not allowed to work with anyone. You've got to do it all on your own.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yep.
So what's the big overarching goal for Ben and Fifi?
This is the hard one because
And they might not be the same. They might be different for each of you.
and we don't spend enough time to sit down and really talk about that.
No, because your phone's always going, and this is the longest his phone's not gone.
Sounds like my household.
Yeah. Like we live in can I say it? Bumfuck Idaho, Weeper. Like people go, why the hell are you living there? Well, because we like it.
Yeah.
And for 6 months of the year, it's wonderful weather-wise. It's delightful. The other 6 months is pretty horrendous.
Yep.
And that's where I'd like to have 6 months down at the Gold Coast or 6 months doing your touring and just go to Adelaide for 6 months or South Australia or something like that. And, still enjoy it now while we can, while we're young enough, because, you hear all horror stories. You retire, someone gets cancer, whatever, they're dead in a year.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to have a go at it now
Okay.
rather than if I live to that age.
Yeah. While you're still physically able to.
And crippled and whatever. Yeah, you end up with dodgy knees and...
Yeah.
We're certainly lucky, like where we live, a lot of people do plan their entire, for years to come to our part of the world on their holidays, and I get it, and they come at the time of year when it is nice to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, certainly in our wet season, there's not a lot to do. We do get locked in. It's hard to have fun. I mean, it's a unique part of the world in that time of year, but it's...
Be nice to get out.
Yeah. I mean, cabin fever is a real thing in the wet season in the tropics there.
So would the idea goal to be in a financial position to travel for 3 to 6 months of the year?
100%, yeah. Yeah.
Tow the boat. Yeah.
Okay. So we'd need either jobs that allow us to do that, or we need the financial position.
One or the other,
Yeah, one or the other.
Last mix of both.
Yeah.
And I guess my life for a lot of it's been a bit of a seesaw between those two. I've often worked in that field.
Yeah.
So I sort of get my fix through that. And sometimes Fifi's been able to accompany me in some adventures.
On the boats, you mean? On big ships, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's also, I don't know, we had a holiday earlier this year, and it's probably the first overseas holiday, like proper holiday, even though it wasn't wholly solely just about us. It was for a mate's birthday, but it was an actual holiday that we went on for the first time.
And we were going to only have that holiday for that much time because Ben had to go back to his work because he worked 8 days on, 6 days off.
Yeah.
Takes a day to get out of Weeper and a day to get back. So that's only ever been a 4-day holiday.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite float my boat. So when he got made redundant, we were able to extend that holiday. And it was just like, oh, hallelujah, this is what it's about.
I was going to say, is it almost time for a career change or a job change?
Well, redundancy sort of forced my hand a little bit, and it was, I think, 5 minutes after being told, I had a smile on my face. I'm like, hey, this could be good.
Yeah.
And I don't work full-time either. I only work 5 shifts a fortnight.
Yep.
I pick up extra shifts if I'm that way inclined, more so in the wet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, you don't have to be a slave to your job to make it work.
Mm.
I think in a way we're very blessed. We've got it pretty good.
Oh, God, yeah,
But
absolutely.
we're going more.
Okay.
We have worked, hard and wet. As we said, we're not elaborate or, big spenders where you can't weep, but there's not a lot to buy.
And
I'm certainly
we're
not
not going to be home forever?
Well, I don't mind if it is because,
I don't think it will be, but at the same time, I haven't thought of anywhere else I'd really want to be either for the minute.
to do the split. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Most of our years we've sort of, because a lot of my work's been tourism related, because I have a charter business on the side.
Yeah.
And so I sort of absorb that when it's busy, and then there's certain times of the year when it's less busy, and it's...
But just to be able to have that option of, are we staying or can we do 50-50? I think that's a pretty cool thing.
Okay.
Not everyone gets that opportunity either.
So that would be the big goal.
I think so. I don't think that's too outrageous. Like, I'm not after a...
What if you were already there?
Well, that's almost scary. I think we've...
I think you're kind of there.
Yeah.
You got a portfolio worth millions of dollars.
Mm.
You got access to cash. You got access to liquidity. You're kind of there.
Yeah.
Really, all that's missing is that the asset of the unit on the Gold Coast, say, you said that before, has it gone down to in that season? You go, cool, we're on the beach and beautiful. Okay, back to Weeper, back to Gold Coast, back to Weeper.
Yeah.
You're kind of already there, guys.
Yeah.
You've really set that up in the last 4 or 5 years since we started to have the portfolio. We've got maybe cool. We're ahead on this. We don't have debt on that. We've got all this capital. We've got all this equity. And worst case scenario, you start selling the assets.
Yep.
Sell a property, pull in a couple of $100,000 profit. Half of it's got no CGT.
Yep.
Float your boat for a while.
Mm.
And I know we do have a lot of cash sitting there at the moment. And that was through, half it through Fifi selling one of the properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess,
And an inheritance.
it's just
you
a
know.
bit of a revisit of what we do with that cash, because it's probably too much to be sitting in an account for the minute.
Yeah. I won't quote numbers publicly, but if you look at the amount of cash you got sitting there, I mean, that's an income stream if we invested it correctly.
Yes.
Mm.
I mean, we could stick that into the fund and earn 12%.
Yeah. And I know we're due to have a bit of a revisit
Overall,
yeah,
where we're at.
how that affects the big picture,
Mm.
because we've got a couple of those deposits in the pipeline too.
Yeah, and then we've got settlements coming, a couple of still to things
Yeah.
like that. So it's interesting. So if that was is that the only overarching goal, to be able to do sometime, get out in the wet, get back in the dry?
I think
the
just
wet,
not really just enjoy life while we can.
Yeah.
How many holidays have you had in the last 5 years?
Sweet Fanny.
Nah, a
Oh.
couple. Yeah,
Come on.
we've been overseas.
What's stopping you from going on a nice holiday?
Well,
Job was.
my job was,
It's not
Really?
now.
but not now.
No.
We've,
and
so
that's-
Well, what are you doing?
coming out.
we're going on holiday.
Yeah, book a fucking holiday.
We've got a holiday booked in January and another one booked in May.
January, you're not working now. You'll probably be working again in
I'm
January.
going to be working in 2 weeks' time for a few months.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, it's
You better go on holiday tomorrow for 2
because
weeks.
we're here.
LG. Life's good. Yeah. Yeah, we are here. Be another
I
one.
don't know. We've always just had busy lives at the moment. So yeah, I've got a seasonal charter fishing job, let's call it. I'm running a boat that's coincidentally here on the Gold Coast now, and I've got to take it up to Cairns in the next couple of weeks, and that'll keep me going for a couple of months.
Yep.
And that's solid.
Yeah,
So
okay.
come mid-November or so, I'll sort of finish up, and then I won't be too worried about doing anything. Oh no, we just run into Christmas and then
Yeah,
we've
and
got
then
a holiday.
who wants to get a job and say, "Oh, I've got a holiday booked"? I can't take this job because I've got a holiday.
That's every single person that applies for a job with me at the moment and says, "Oh, hey, I'll take the job, but I got this holiday, and this holiday."
It's
and I'm not
good to be in
surprised.
that position. Mm.
But no, we are very fortunate, and
I think
with
that-
Fifi working,
You've already got to where you need to be.
yeah,
I just don't know.
You don't take stock of that,
I
do you?
don't-
Until you
don't-
ask that
I
question.
don't think you guys actually acknowledge financially in the last 4 or 5 years, you've put yourself into the position you desire.
Yeah.
Tick the box, you've got there.
Mm.
The only thing you haven't done is take some time to self-reflect and have a week away together and sit somewhere you both enjoy and have a drink or a cup and go, fuck, we kind of made it. We got there.
Yeah.
So what do we want now that we're here? And that's probably to maybe trade one of the assets or acquire the asset to get out of the wet and to get in there.
yeah,
Mm.
Well, fuck, go get your own boat, run your own show.
yeah.
No, don't say that.
Best boats are other people.
These lads.
No. Yeah, or can we? I know you hate the caravan scenario. Everyone's always selling their caravans to make stuff work, but I think because we've got our workings in order, maybe we can buy the van or the big truck and tow a boat.
Different position for you guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're in a different position whereby you've got the cash, you've got the assets, you've built the portfolio. So yeah, you can have the big van and the big truck and piss off for a while in it and come back.
Put up
Absolutely.
somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, you're in a really good position. I just don't think that's why today was going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you guys both acknowledge where.
I think and I do think you're right.
I think it's a bit of a deer in the headlight. We've been going so hard and we've been doing so. There's a bit of a deer in the headlights of, oh shit, we've got millions and millions of dollars of assets. We've got cash. Oh,
Oh, where to now? Yeah, we're here.
yeah, we're here.
Mm.
That's my job today, to poke you and go, well, what the fuck are you going to do next?
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's
Benny?
I don't know. It's a bit of the realization of being where we are and not even knowing how to take that next step.
Recognizing when you're there. Hmm.
Not so much recognizing, but I don't know if I just couldn't go and walk into a caravan shop and just buy something
Plonk
like that.
150 down on it.
Well, because you don't think you deserve it.
No, I don't know about. We had
Don't want it.
It's just never been in that position to be able to before.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean you can't. You're actually
That's
you're in a better position than anyone I know who's done it
Yeah.
to actually do it guilt-free. Because remember, everyone else that I meet that you've heard at events and met and that,
Yeah.
they go and do it on
Tell
hop,
them.
and $100,000 caravan costs 200,
Yeah.
and $100,000 Land Cruiser costs 200, and $200,000 of toys cost 400.
Yeah.
And then they usually upgrade them so they cost more.
Yeah.
Right. And then they put other shit on them. It's like, you guys are actually in the position to do whatever it is. Here's the key. Instead of what can you do, it's what can't you do. Because you can actually do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And you finally got to the position where you've achieved what most people will ever dream of. You've got a massive portfolio. You've got substantial equity. You're sitting on cash as well. You can actually do whatever you like. It's lifestyle by design.
Yeah.
You just haven't processed it. Now, obviously, when was the redundancy?
February?
Yeah. Beginning Feb.
And you've done different jobs, obviously, in between there and there, and charters, stuff like that. But I don't think you've taken the time to go, you know, friend's birthday, boat, whatever, to actually go away together, smell the fucking roses, enjoy it, have some time, and go, fuck, we kind of made it. What do we want next? Because the last 4 or 5 years was build.
Yep.
You've built. Now that you've achieved, you either try to continue building, which will require working and continuing to hustle, or you just protect and enjoy.
And why are we where we are?
I don't know. Nah, it's not me.
Well,
It's not us. We just,
You gave us a recipe.
well, we just give you we kind of cooked it too, but that's okay. Well, you gotta eat the cake. So you guys have done really bloody well. I just think there's the missing link right now is to actually take some time together and be like, fuck, we'll do a bit of a review for you. We'll pitch you a bit of a review of where you are today and some things you could do. You guys take that away and process it. Then we do a round 2 of this.
yeah.
Made me cry, G.
Oh, don't cry. I don't even know.
Lala
Tip
from what
is.
best, mate?
Hey?
I'm a suki Lala.
That's so I
Crack.
cry watching RoboCop. Beck doesn't even know what RoboCop is, but
No, neither do I.
it's an old school.
Yeah, you don't take stock of it.
No, it's you worked your guts out. You've been through all these things in life. You guys are in a great position. Better than you're sort of sitting at the other end of the spectrum compared to a new client I'd talk to.
Oh, yeah.
But you've done it all in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I know when we paid the house off, like it, and
That
again,
was exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
I remember the day, and I think we had to ring Luke or Anthony and just say, hey, we've got like 25 cents owing. What do we do?
25 cents owing.
Whatever it was.
Problems.
Yeah, well, it kind of was.
mm,
I'm like, yeah, I didn't really think this through. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen so quick, but now what do we do?
no.
You got thousands of dollars in rental income coming in each week. Sitting on cash. I'm going to keep repeating myself until I drill a tattoo into your brains for you. You're sitting on cash. You've got enough cash to invest to generate an annual salary, a good salary, if you want to do it that way without having to spend.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the next step, I guess.
I think the next step is
because the cash is offsetting interest
it's
repayment.
offsetting. It's saving 6%, all for investment debt that's deductible anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go earn 12 or something. So I think the next step for you guys is to actually take a moment, process what you've achieved. I can have a couple of drinks or whatever it is you want to do and celebrate it, and sit down and go, all right, well, what would be if we could have anything right now from today onwards in life, what would it be?
Yeah.
What does it smell like, look like, feel like, taste like? Like, think about it really seriously, because otherwise you continue to chase, but you're already there.
Yeah.
You don't need to take too much or any new risk. You don't really need to do anything wild. And you only have to go to work because you fucking want to and you enjoy it.
Yeah. And that's part of our problems in a way. Like, I know Fifi often jumps at extra shifts, she enjoys, helping people.
Yeah.
And I enjoy a bit the same, I think, too. Like, and I'm taking people fishing, but I just enjoy the excitement I get out of watching
Work,
people.
you like it. You enjoy interacting with people. You enjoy it's not a job for you guys.
Yep.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You can still do it, but you don't have to do it full time.
Yeah.
No. Don't.
Have you thought about that before?
Not for long enough. Not deeply enough.
Not.
You're going to be a little bit head fucked tonight.
Could do.
So we're going to do a round 2 of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a review. You're going to go and have a little break somewhere together outside of a couple of months charter work. And you're going to come back and say, we want to do this. And we're going to build that. Because that's the next step.
Yep.
What questions do you want to ask me today?
How big are you going to get?
Well, pretty fucking big. I put about 18 kilos, man.
No, that's not exactly what I meant.
How big are we?
Big is in
How big are we going to get? Look,
if they're a little.
I guess what's your end game in that sense?
yeah, so as you know, like changing lives financially
Yep.
is the mission. It's changing lives financially and it's changing lives financially globally.
Yep.
So I want to continue to fuck shit up. Now, small amount of my industry love me, respect me. We do stuff together privately. That's awesome. Most of the industry fucking hate me because they hate me, and that's fine. We've got over 4,000 subscribing clients. We don't do the loan and never talk to you again. We've got over 4,000 families that pay every single year that have to apply to work with us.
Yep.
We're in a very unique position. We get to say no to people and to piss off all the time, right? And that's very fortunate because we only want to work with good people.
Yep.
How big are we going to get? I don't want to get in Australia much bigger than we are right now. Like a little bit bigger, but not much bigger. US, whole different kettle of fish. And that's something that sort of I don't want to be on my deathbed wondering. So we're obviously launching and started in the US. There's some other country expansion as well. But they're not so much things that I have to do or be involved in, if that's fair. You know, like I have nothing to do with the day-to-day. I haven't for a long time. People for stuff, it's great.
Yeah.
And, you know, even a lot of the other things now people are doing instead of me. I mean, you look at those awards recently, it's 6 Infinity as the best brokers in Australia. And then there's like 10 random people, but 6 of the 15 or 6 is all us. It's just like these people are living, breathing, walking new versions of me.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. It's like I assume when we have kids, it's kind of like a proud parent watching them, you know, achieve all of these things. And that sort of, that gives me a kick now.
Yep.
But we don't want to get too much. We don't need to get any bigger. Like, you know, we can turn any sort of advertising off today and just word of mouth, and we've got a lot of momentum. But all that people see, it's only in the last few years. You know, people are like overnight success. Like, no one's seen when I did webinars with 4 people on there.
Yeah.
And 3 of them were staff.
Yeah.
Me, Louis, Beck, and then 1 person. You know what I mean? Like, no one sees that sort of stuff, right? Like, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's been a long, hard 25 years. And for this, it's been since 2012. Look, I have a very deep-seated passion from my fucked up childhood to just help everyone. I'm a people pleaser. But commercially now, we're very particular about who we will and won't help. I talked about someone else, and even before in the break, people on social media just send rot, just attack you on social. Send you. We just block now. We just don't bother. You know, people are so fucked up and so broken. So look, we'll continue to grow at a sustainable rate, but we're not going to look to aggressively market or do anything. Not beyond where I mean, we're pretty aggressive. You can see us everywhere. But that's more so about just the free information.
Yep.
People want to partake in that. We don't take inquiries. You just get an autoresponder. So, yeah, we'll grow a little bit, but just sustainable.
Is there room for my kids
Is there room for your kids?
in Infinity?
Yeah, if they
wondering.
put the trolley back.
My daughter's just bought a house with her partner,
Right.
and I just think, oh, I hope I haven't missed the
Yeah.
boat.
I think a lot of people worry that when Beck and I start a family soon, all that sort of stuff, the show's over. But, I mean, I do the big events, and I sit on my board. We've got a board. You know, it's a big, privately owned, but it's a corporate entity now. But we've never lost touch with who we are, you know, hats, shirts, gifts, flour. Like, our team have no budget at all for kindness to their customers.
Yep.
I see weekly hundreds of people receive flowers.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Wow.
Like wild amounts, right?
Wow.
I see some bills and go, fuck, I should own the florist. You know, like, you know, the new drink we're releasing.
Yeah.
We're sending a dozen cans to every single, like, you'll get a delivery in fucking Weeper.
Yeah.
It'll be boiled by the time.
Probably be put in the freezer. But even that, like, the cost of getting 12 cans of drink to Weeper will be fucking mental, right?
Yeah.
Weight, size, whatever. But that's just what we do. So I think we're in a really good position where we always talked about the infinity and the two colours was you and us together forever. If we do our job right, you're still here 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah.
If we do our job wrong, we have a money back guarantee.
Yeah.
And you guys probably experience this at events and stuff. When you meet people, we're really good at picking the right people now.
Yep.
You know, Chrissy parties, mans,
Yep.
charity days. Like, you tend to find that everyone's pretty cool. And if every now and then a dickhead slips through, I'll get rid of him.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
Yes and no, because it's hard that I know I could really help that dickhead, but they're just a flog or they're in their own way or whatever the drama is with them, that they're just not prepared to listen. You know, I talked about this before. We get hundreds of dick pics on social media from men each week. And I'm a male on my social media account. The fuck?
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? It's always the bloke with the picture of a dog or a fish in his profile picture that has plenty to say, or a car. Well, we're so you're fine, but it's there's this real demographic of these 3 or 4 types of men that are just broken post-COVID in Australia. People are really messed up, and that concerns me. I worry about those people, but fuck, social media is a wild place.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, I looked at these numbers recently, and if we turned off all type of marketing completely and just focused on our current core clients and just we would never need to market for 4 or 5 years. Touch wood.
Yeah.
That's wild. All right. I can basically shut up shop and just say, yeah, if people come in, but we don't do inquiries now. Like, we're impossible to work with. Your daughter has to do a webinar, do a masterclass, then apply. Like, we're already trying to close the gates, if that makes sense. Like we're making it that if you consume our content, find value in what we teach for free on the podcast, if you then go and watch a free webinar, spend 40, 50 minutes here and go, oh, that makes sense. Then do a money back paid class. Like, you've got to jump through a few hoops. So really, I know by the end of that, those people are pretty committed.
Yeah.
They want change.
Yeah.
They want help. Well, then we're prepared to keep helping that amount of people each year.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, fuck.
Yeah, like I think they're saying you can't help those who won't help themselves, and that gets people through that door.
Yeah, these people, you know, like everyone's trying to help themselves. They're going through that process.
Yeah.
And if they're not going through that process, well, then they don't want to help. It's the old story when I grew up. I'm hungry. Have an apple. I don't want an apple. Then you're not fucking hungry. You know, I don't know if you heard that crap when I was fucking
Definitely.
story. Make a sandwich. I don't want a sandwich.
I want the cake that's in the fridge.
Yeah, right. And I'd do it 5 or 6 times.
The ingredients.
Yeah, but I'd say that all afternoon after school to Nan. Nan, I'm hungry. Have an apple. I don't want an apple. Then you're not fucking hungry. You know.
Yep.
It's like, hey, I need help with my finances. This is my story on social media. I'm like, cool. Do the free webinar and then follow the information in it. And in 2 to 3 months, you'll take more off your loan than you did all last year.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I want the answers. The answer's in the fucking webinar. So it's a really cool question because, like, we could be as big as we want. I mean, we bought this fucking building.
Oh.
I fitted it out, and I hate commercial property. I bought this building, I fitted it out, and it's stunning, right? Like, I think it's stunning. Like, so everyone had a cool place to work.
Yeah.
Because you spend more time here than at home.
Yep.
And now it's full. You can fucking buy next door.
It's very full.
It's like we've already, so it's like, how big's too big? And I think, like, very conscious we don't want to lose that touch of the RM, you know, your coaches sending flowers if something happens and wishing you happy birthdays and, you know, spending hundreds of thousands to send out fucking drinks to clients and all that. I don't want to lose that touch because that's that final little gap from private to corporate, you know what I mean? Or selling to somebody.
Sometimes I do worry about, I think, the amount of time that, the staff, they're just there all the time.
Yeah.
They're always doing something. Like, don't burn out.
Oh, no. Look, and you'll see at the moment, we've heavily promoted from within. So Zachy and Chris that have been with us for like 7, 8 years and our national heads of some stuff in the relationship manager world, some people here. We're doing everything from within now. We will not again ever, unless I needed to replace myself as, say, CEO or something, and there's people here that could do that, we won't come from external. We'll just continue to promote. You got to come in here like an apprenticeship, cut your stripes, cut your teeth, do your couple of years in each role and work your way through. I mean, Helena, our chief operations officer, who runs most of the business, Beck and I, she was with us as a knock on your door to do an appointment when you inquired, hey, can you help me with my loan? 8 years ago in Sydney. And now she's the COO.
Yeah.
So I think I know that transition of people that have been with us and worked their way through, they're the people that are really, really helping build the brand and look after the car and train the other people.
How do you manage to keep your finger on all those little pulses,
Not sleep
everywhere? Yeah. Well,
We used to be when I was sitting there.
you're on your socials, there's all that.
When you came in before I was a movie, I responded to a dickhead on socials. I helped another widowed lady on socials. I responded to 6 emails. I responded to 4 text messages. I had a call just before, and then sat down with you and off with you.
That's what always gets me is how the fuck do you find time in your day to do all of that?
I am getting a little bit grumpy. I'll say it live, and people say it where people see me at the moment. There's the ginger kid in the VV box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happened is out of our 4,000 plus families, I reckon 1,000 have sent it to me.
Yeah.
So that's 1,000 DMs that people have sent to me.
Yep.
And if I haven't responded, question mark, is that you? And it's so the team have got to go in and respond to that.
Yeah.
I've sort of had to stop because it's just become out of control.
Yep.
And I say it, and then someone, hey, G, rah, rah, rah. It's well past the position now where someone's hey, G, can you tell me this? It's who's your person? Lou, Luke, Zachy, whatever. It has got to that point now where, yes, I'm an owner and founder of the business, but I haven't seen clients for years in that aspect. So it's a really long-winded answer, sorry. But yeah, we can still help them, but I don't know. They've got a bit of global domination going on because America's really fucked up. Really fucked up. Their margins are 3%, 2.5% to 3% in a loan. So if we write a loan here, the brokerage commission's as high as 0.6% of the loan, 0.6.
Yep.
In America, on average, it's 2.25
Wow.
to 3.25, or 2.25, and they charge a 1% fee.
Wow.
So that to me is disgusting. So I'm well, why can't I just write the loan 1 or 2% cheaper?
Yeah.
And mum and dad would be fucking pumped.
Yep.
So that's the there's 3 countries on the horizon, but they don't involve me. They're not full replicas of Infinity in the aspect that we have joint venture partners that are already there, like Infinity, that are licensed. So all I get to do is around the education, the process, and the coaching, but the actual doing all the technical shit we do in the middle, that's done by those relevant experts in each country that we're going to partner with.
Wow, that is big.
But it will be big. It's already big. Yeah. So that, energy drinks, IV infusions, and not much sleep gets us through the day.
Wow.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I can be your IV girl.
Can you?
Yeah, hell yeah. Got one?
Huh? No, she was here this morning for half the team. We do them at Rem now all the time.
Yeah.
I saw that.
She's a lot of hidden talent.
It's a cool business.
Mm.
They reckon it's a placebo, but I live on it.
What's in it?
Glutathione and vitamin B, C. I don't fucking know. I was give it to me.
Oh, God. Okay.
I use it when I travel a lot,
Yeah.
overseas and stuff. I find getting off a plane and feel really shit and dehydrated from all the aircon, it works wonders. So. But what else do you want to ask me? What else can you think of?
No, that was my main thing. Is just how do you just manage to fit 25 hours into a day?
Yeah,
and I get it. Like
I'm doing it now because the one thing that always suffers for me, the one area I've been prepared to be lazy is health.
Yep.
So now I'm training again. So I train in the morning for an hour, and then I do kickboxing every night, and I'm still getting my steps in and doing 60 strong again. I'm like, oh, fuck it. But I'll do it and I start, but I've never, ever, ever consistently maintained it.
Yeah.
I've deliberately chosen to go, health doesn't fit in my time. And when it does, I'm full on because I'm very addictive personality. So I'm going through that again. Fuck, I need to lose 18 kilos again. Righto. But I need to keep it off for good.
Yeah.
So I'm very...
But I think that's always an important part of life. Health has got to come
Health
first.
is wealth. And that's why now I'm cool, I need to do it and maintain it.
Yeah.
Because really, that's the only thing for me in my life that's not perfect.
Yeah.
Everything else is fucking great.
Yeah.
Except for sleep.
Yeah.
More sleep.
Were you going to ask about what tips we've got for other people coming in? Yeah. I remember we chatted with Chantal about this.
Yeah. I would, yeah. Any whether they work with Infinity or not, what could you actually tell people? Like, what are some amazing things, or even basic things? Like, what have you overcome? What was hard? What was good? Because you've been through it. You've
Yeah,
been here 4 or 5 years now.
budget is not a dirty word, and you can make a song out of that if you wish.
Carl asked Sav.
Yeah. Yeah, a budget. And how could I have got to this age and never had a budget?
So no budget until 5 years ago.
No.
No,
just
we went.
stuff
We
us
never
in the tank.
splashed too often, but we never really took track of it either, or watched where it all went.
And I think
Just-
that when you sit down and you actually write down all your expenses for the year and go, oh, that was eye-opening and it's very basic.
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah,
sometimes,
and it doesn't hurt.
and I guess like my full-time job and your full-time job, they were fairly constants. But I knew if I needed to make more money, I could work harder.
Mm.
So I don't
Work
think-
hard, work hard.
Well, if there was something coming up, yeah, a little bit of that. It's like, oh, I'll have to work another week, and then we can afford that, whatever it might be.
I think
But-
the other thing for me is I wish I would have written down more as we started the journey so that I knew where we were at.
Yeah.
So that you can do that comparison now. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, you don't think we appreciate where we are now. And no, we probably don't.
I don't think
Because
it's
I
the
don't-
I don't.
no, I don't-
processed it because
Yeah.
when you hear and you're just in it, right?
Mm.
It's like what you do for work. You just do it. Like your subconscious competence. Get out there and off you go.
I just wish I had those two comparisons that I could look back and go, well, this is what we were doing and this is where we're at now. Just to have that appreciation of how far you've come.
I can
But
tell you that. I've got it.
but-
in your power.
But how, all the things that we had to do, like all the steps, there may have been 100 steps,
Mm.
but I would like to go back and see what we did.
Yeah, if you were to go back and look at the statements you gave to us
Yep.
of what you were doing on the loan
Yeah,
that you sent to us to have a look at, and you look at that and you'll see it dropped $500 that month, like whatever, not even that. And then all of a sudden we've gone and done 50 grand in a year, not 6 grand in like you'll see it. It's plain as day on the statements. And obviously you can see the reward now, but it's it's very hard when it's it's like when I do a live coaching, right? You go, wow, these people should do this. And then I'm drawing it all out. You're like, do that. You can see it because I'm doing it for someone else. But if you're the person being coached sometimes, it's kind of like, whoa, what's happening here? You're kind of just in the midst of it all.
Yeah.
Busy.
And I think probably
brain.
for us, I think the other aspect which I've always just naturally shied away is like when talking anything super, because super's just always been like a foreign language to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I know that's probably another step that we've got to take
Venture into a bit more.
stock on and do a bit more work.
Yeah, that's definitely something to
And-
sit with the financial planner and go, well, we don't want to be sitting on a heap of cash. If we got stocks, they've got to be performing. If we don't, for me, I'm leverage property because I can put a little bit in and borrow the rest. And
Yeah.
that's the hard thing with super, right? If I do real estate in super, whether it's commercial, residential, whatever, you get a return on a greater figure. So if they say shares and property both return 5%, well, I've got 200 grand and it's going to get me a return of 5%. Cool. But if I get a return, if I put the 200 grand in $1 million property, I get 5% of $1 million.
Yep.
Not 5% of $200,000. So they don't return the same when you look at that.
Yep.
Because you've got the power of leverage and the asset you control. If the return is both 5%, it's 5% of $1 million or 5% of 200. That's something you don't want to ignore. Because if you ignore that year on year compound growth,
Losing.
yeah, you could be losing 50 grand a year, 100 grand a
Yeah.
year. There could be.
And I think circling back to like what's our end goal, like I know the position we're in, I think I just don't want to be in a situation where we've just not realised some potential.
Mm.
And you know what I mean? Like we've sort of treaded water for a fair chunk of the year, but yeah, I don't want to sort of look back on in a couple of years and go, without too much effort, a couple of years ago we could have done this just because of the position we're in now. Like,
I reckon we do a full review knowing what work you've got on, not got on, etc., knowing that the overall goal would be have that I'm just unit on the beach somewhere, right, to escape to in wet season, or pack the van and the truck and off you go. So we'll look at either of those. Van and truck's going to be cheaper than whole unit, but either or, whatever you choose. Unit's going to appreciate in value, cost you more, and when you're not there, you could obviously lease it out, right? Depreciation, tax, etc. Truck and van is going to depreciate, but it's going to be much cheaper, and you can get into some cool places if that's what floats your boat.
Did you just give us permission to
do either? Yeah.
Oh, all right, either. Okay.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, there you go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll do a full review, write a new strategy, and we'll say, here's if you went and spent X on a unit on the beach, as an example. Here's if you went and spent Y on a Ram and I'm just making shit up, but a Ram and a fucking American Muscle and a van. And here's the two options. Here's the income and deductions and benefits you'll get from this when you're not using it in this season. And then you can use it in this season. This is how it maps out financially. And here's what this will cost. When you can or can't use it. And these are the costings of operating. And then you can use that and you don't have any other costs associated with it. But you got your insurance, rego, park fees, whatever. We just A/B test it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I already know the answer.
I mean,
Yeah.
The unit's going to be the better option.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get its capital growth. You're going to get income when you're not there. All of those sorts of things. But you might go, oh, we'll try the van and the truck for a while. If you enjoyed that, we used it. Actually, we used it a bit great. Now, I would never, ever advise this. Still got heaps of content about not doing this.
I know.
To people that have got a 30-year mortgage or 23 years left, and that's not you.
Yeah.
You guys have got a multi-million-dollar portfolio. You've got cash. You're in a great position. You can do this.
Yeah.
Either or. So we'll do a whole new strategy and review. Pending, obviously, even though with the redundancy of option A, of option B. Plus, we'll look at the portfolio and go, well, okay, also we could sell this, flip that in here, we could invest. We might actually come up with a strategy. Well, if we sell that, do that and invest that, we could pull 200, 250 grand a year from an investment. Then not have to worry about work at all.
Wow.
Because I already know in my head which one or two properties we'd sell to pull the capital in, plus the cash you got to invest and earn that 10 or 12% paid monthly, and that would be your job. You'd just be an investor.
Wow.
Can't deal with that.
So you should.
Can't sell a property already. We've only just got them.
Well, they made money.
Oh,
You're going to need a real strong drink this afternoon.
well, yes.
So on that note, I'm going to leave it there, but we're definitely going to do, because everyone's going to be like, we need to hear a part 2 of this, because this was a very informal conversation to make you guys today, 1, celebrate your success, 2, hopefully people listening go, shit, we want to be there, or we could be there in 5 years if we follow the right process and get the right recipe and ingredients.
Yes, you can.
You sure?
We did. Because we did.
Weren't you the skeptic, Faye?
Yeah, shush. You were just the Joe average, I was the handbrake, but...
Do you remind her, say, it's my decision, babe.
Oh,
I'm not game.
yeah, rubbish. No, it's been good lately.
It's not, it doesn't matter how much you make or don't make, it's what you do with it. It's the strategy, it's give every dollar a purpose.
The relief it gives you.
Yeah. But it also gets some serious momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Once you do it properly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it gets some serious momentum.
Just wild ride, but
Mm.
you don't have to just keep going at it. You can just kick back and enjoy.
I'm excited to do this review.
I can see the number plates already. Ben and Fifi.
Could be.
You can have the boat. I'll have the truck.
Okay.
You can do an amalgamation. It can be like Fee Ben or Benfi.
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 Benfi. There you go.
Mm.
Got it.
I don't know.
You can get his and hers. Ben and Fee. His and hers.
We'll work on that.
But we'll also then we'll do the review, go through it, and then we need you guys to book in a couple of days away somewhere magical to sit down and process that.
Yeah.
Because a pretty big decision if we go, we've made some money, let's liquidate this, reinvest there. We're really going to realign a portfolio as opposed to, just invest and wait forever. because it's not monopoly, right? The world goes to hell tomorrow and there's a war or this. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we're not playing monopoly. We don't always know we can keep going around the board. So on that basis, when we have the wins, it's important to take them off the board.
Yeah.
Because the win is then locked in.
Yeah.
Then there's no debt on that. Then there is a return on that. And that's really, really important that we lock in the wins.
Yep.
Once we lock in the first win, I don't want to sell that. I just got it. It's made money.
Yeah.
But I think
Once we lock in the first win, it'll be much easier for the second, the third, the fourth, because it'll just become process for you.
Yeah, and I think that's always been my emotional hurdle, is just stepping out of that same rut of life.
Yeah.
And I think selling the first property that I had, like, that was brought the kids up in that house, blah, 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 the emotional attachment. But, just hearing those words, because you don't think you're emotionally attached to a house, but when you dig deep, you are. But then when you can undo that and go, well, yes, it's been great. It's ticked the box. It's done everything it's needed to, but what can it give me? And selling the second one was just like, yeah.
Sell that dog.
Yeah.
So, and instead of it, oh my gosh, I'm so emotionally attached, it actually becomes a relief. You're kind of like, oh, that was kind of a burden. I'm glad I got rid of that thing.
It's the best STD you can ever have. Sell that doll. Sorry.
I'm going to steal that one. That's a cracker. That's a cracker. Yeah. Well, that note, boys and girls, thank you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going to end on that one.
Yeah, we're going to end on that one. You'll be remembered for that one, Faye. I like
Thank
that
you.
one.
That's
And don't forget, got to bring presents for the Christmas party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kmart wishing tree.
Done.
Rocks.
Got to bring presents.
Saw the checks out the front. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do 500 this year.
Oh, lordy.
Well, there's so many. I think 2,800 tickets in the first one or two drops.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get to like 4,000 people out of 4,000 families, 8,000 clients, right?
Yeah.
If we don't get to 3,500, 4,000 people rocking up, I'll be pretty upset.
That's a lot of wrapping.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
But we'll do it.
Yeah.
Be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people helped. So, but it's been a pleasure. We're going to do round 2 of this in a couple months' time. Until then, watch out for STDs. Good ones or bad ones, apparently. And pleasure, guys. You should be really proud of yourself, and I can't wait to see where this ends up. Well done.
Thank you, Gene.
Thank you, guys.
Love it.
You fucking gone. See ya.